I went and got COVID tested this morning.
Mhm.
Don't worry, it was positive.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm always positive, you know what I mean?
Always want to test positive on any medical test.
HIV, syphilis, I'm positive on. Dude, it's honestly, it's like I'm kind of like doing like, a completion sort of record thing.
Oh, like an any percent like speed run?
No, all 100%.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
Every single one.
I kind of picture this as like a Scantron kind of thing. It's just like what are you feeling? And like true, false. Syphilis? True. COVID? True.
I can sign up for syphilis.
I can sign up.
Count me in.
Yeah. But obviously you're negative.
Yeah, but I had to wake up at the motherfucking ass crack of dawn. Holy fucking shit. I was up at 6:15 a.m. These COVID tests, dude, they're out the ass right now.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, everyone wants a COVID test.
Yeah, I mean, like Omicron and everything. I understand that.
I went to an urgent care place, and they opened at 8.
Mm-hmm.
I got there at 7. I was still the 10th person in line.
Damn, that's hard.
But by the time it's not funny, but it is. By the time they opened, I was, but what was I gonna say? By the time they opened, there were 50 people in line.
Damn. Yeah. No, that's where like far from here or like
Ridgefield.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay. I see that, but also just damn. Yeah, I also understand. At school, like they make it so difficult. They make it like you can't get tested on, like they offer tests, but you can't get tested on weekends. They don't stay open past like 2:00. Like they make it so difficult for you to get a test because I believe the philosophy is, hey, if we don't get positive tests, we're fine. So they make it truly fucking impossible to get tests. So whenever they're open and people can get tests, there's so many people in line.
You have no idea how far that philosophy goes when you go south of Maryland. One of my closest friends at school, I drove him home for the semester, and his sister was home, and she goes to College of Charleston in South Carolina, and she was like, they don't test us ever. They haven't tested us. That girl got COVID, and she was like, when I got COVID, I was the only reported case at my school.
Jesus. That is not good.
And that's South Carolina. That's not even that south.
That's basically the north.
No. Unfortunately, that's not true. But it's also not the deep south.
I know what you mean.
So I don't even know I can't even imagine what it's like going to Alabama right now.
Yeah, no, that's definitely fucked up.
I went to Florida last week, which was
like the north.
Potentially ill-advised. No. Still no.
Okay, maybe you'll get there. Okay, it's not the deep south.
It's not like the deep south
like
because
the shallow
it's
south.
like I don't know how to describe it. Florida's an enigma. We've kind of discussed that already, but
yes, yeah.
It was like, so we didn't really go anywhere. I just sort of stayed with my family, like in the place where we were. And like we would order in food. And there was one time where I went to go pick up food from a restaurant. Like we ordered online. I went and sat in the restaurant for like 15 minutes waiting for it to be ready. And I was the only person that was either in or had walked in who had a mask. And people were looking at me like I was a weirdo.
Dude, you're so fucking weird. What are you, a germaphobe or something?
I caught a woman staring at me. And when I noticed her, she did not avert her eyes. She kept staring at me.
Like intensely. You're doing to me now?
Yes. Literally just like this, if you're watching the video.
Well, have you considered this maybe had nothing to do with masks, and actually you were just like really fucking ugly? And they were just like, damn, that is the ugliest...
There's a Jew in this restaurant.
This is who asked.
The most inconsequential show on the internet.
I'm Alex.
And I am Aaron.
We try not to make Jew jokes, despite the fact that nobody asked.
Because TikTok hates them. I don't know why.
I think if we just like write a really like nice email and like make it really nice, maybe like send like a chocolate basket or something, and just really calmly explain that you're Jewish, I think it'd be fine.
You think so?
Yeah. It's not. I've tried to appeal all those videos. I had to take them all down. I've had to take down like 2 or 3 videos because we said the word Jew.
Yeah, and that's a forbidden word.
Yeah.
Don't forget that TikTok is Nazi Germany. Oh shit.
You idiot.
It's okay. That was never going on the TikTok anyway. It doesn't matter. Maybe if we write the emails in Chinese.
I was going to say use a code word, but yeah, sure. Let's use a code word for every other word too by just using a completely different language.
Well, they're a Chinese company, just trying to appeal to them. Try and,
what dialect, because there's a lot of Chinese, like.
I don't know, Mandarin. It's
Okay.
the most common one.
Okay.
That should work.
Cool.
Cantonese.
I
think those are the only 2 I know.
Yeah, I know there's like 6 or 7, I think, but I can't.
Name a third one.
No.
All right. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, we're going to just talk about our shit like we usually do. But however.
Yeah, so this morning, my shit was...
Yeah, we're like 55 episodes into this. This is clearly the poop podcast. That's all we talk about.
The poop cast.
You know what's up.
There's almost 100% of podcast out there right now that's called the poop cast.
I could see that.
Oh, man. I want to look it up.
Don't.
I won't.
Good.
I was just making my desire clear.
We're going to start actually with a quick thing. We got an email. Shout out to Cole P. Thank you, Cole P.
Thanks, Cole P.
Cole P sent us an email titled Field Hockey.
Oh.
And let me just read it out. As a reminder, I think 2 episodes ago or something like that, we talked about that field hockey's not real.
Why does Cole P roll off the tongue so strangely?
Because it's just Culp.
It's almost like cold P.
And everyone knows a good cold. Everyone loves a good cold P.
Genuine question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like... Has there ever been a notable difference between the temperature? Like, if you pee outside in the cold, I wouldn't say the pee is cold.
No, do you know the temperature of pee generally?
It's probably body temperature.
Which is?
98.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hot.
Yes.
But
okay.
At worst, warm.
Contextualized differently. Peeing in the cold. Let's call that a cold pee.
Okay. Still hot.
Do you prefer... No. That's not my question. Do you prefer that over like room temperature? Is there any difference to you?
I'm sorry. Are we talking about the temperature outside while I'm peeing, or the temperature of the piss coming out of me?
No. The former.
The temperature outside.
Yes. So like when you're peeing outside, do you have a difference between like if it's like summer or winter?
No.
Like which one's more?
What the fuck are you Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? No, I don't. I mean, I don't think so. I hardly ever pee outside in that capacity. I feel like I'm gonna run through 2 simulations in my mind real quick. No, I think I don't really care that much.
Peeing in the cold is nice because it means there's usually snow on the ground and you make like indents in the snow.
I feel like that's so far removed from the temperature aspect of this question that like
I'm like trying so hard to get you to say anything interesting. You just won't.
I'm trying because I can't. Yo, dude, is it like weird when you pee outside and it's cold? No, man, I don't understand what you're talking about. All right, let me recontextualize it. Say there's snow on the ground. Okay, a completely different question, but sure, continue.
Okay, you can't act like snow isn't almost always associated with cold.
I feel like you're trying to like retroactively change this into a more interesting question when it wasn't at first.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to let me read this email from Cold P.
My bad, Cold P.
All right, we're gonna call him Cold P from now on.
Yeah, honestly, Cold, that's on you, man. Change your last initial.
Mr. P. That's P-E-E. Mr. P. This is what he wrote. Oh yeah, we talked about field hockey.
Mr. Urine, formerly.
Mr. Urine was his father. Call him P.
My bad.
Hi guys. I'm a big fan of the show and wanted to help out a bit. Sorry, my phone was really far from me, so I couldn't really read it. Okay. I work as a club sport supervisor for my university. And thought I could talk about field hockey a bit, as that's one of the sports I supervise. The best way, because I was asking, how the fuck does field hockey work?
Did we accidentally give off the vibe that we care about field hockey?
I think we might have. Yeah, no. I think we did. Yeah, I'll stop that email right there and just be like, cold. we love the email and very thankful that you emailed in. Thank you very much. We definitely don't care. We're gonna read it.
Read it.
The best way I can describe field hockey is a mix between ice hockey and soccer. That's about it. Period. From there, it's trying to figure out which rule is from which sport. The point about the arc is correct. There are actually 2 arcs, one for penalties, or corners as they're called, but they're not the same thing as soccer corners, and one for scoring. Keep up the great content. Cold P, smiley face. That was Cold. Thank you so much for the email. That was probably the least helpful explanation that of
Cole,
this right
I'm not
now.
gonna lie, that was ass.
I feel like you could have I feel like you could have cracked this case wide fucking open. I feel like you could have laid down the law and given us like our saving grace to figure out what the fuck is going on in field hockey. And I feel like you kind of just fumbled the bag.
Yeah, you had all the time you could have wanted to write the email. No time pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been at your leisure, but you just decided to make a fuckery out of this. I don't like you did like okay, I know a lot about soccer. I don't know that much about hockey.
Ice hockey.
Yeah. Well, in America, hockey is ice hockey.
True.
Oh God.
No, I'm also at a loss for what my biggest thing when I looked at this was like as I was reading, I was like, oh, this dude knows what's up. This dude's clearly about to like lay it down and tell us exactly what's going on. And then said it's kind of like ice hockey and soccer. You got to figure out what the rules are between each of them. Didn't explain what the rules are between each of them, and then just ended it right there. And I felt like
I just don't like I want to be clear. In both ice hockey and in soccer, you can hit the thing with your foot. In soccer, that's like the main thing that you do, actually, to be honest. Yeah.
Really? I didn't
Crazy.
know that.
And in ice hockey, you can do that. Totally.
Actually, that one I actually didn't know.
But in field hockey, forbidden. Also, in ice hockey, you can hit the puck with both sides of your stick. In field hockey, no.
Yeah, but in soccer, you can hit the ball with both sides of your stick. So, like, at that point, I mean, that rule's probably from soccer at that point.
Oh, yeah. You can hit the ball with each side, the point, the handle.
All I can imagine is an erect penis slapping a soccer ball on the field. Both sides is fine, but you hit it from the front, like the tip, and then it's just like ref blows the whistle, red card. Like that's an illegal hit. You can't hit it from the front like that.
One of my coaches, like my coach says many like memeable things.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those things is like when we're struggling to score. Is he'll be like, I don't care how it goes in. You could score it with your chest. You could score it with your head. You could score it with your pecker. I don't care. And we're like, all right, dog.
You can shit that soccer ball out of your ass. As long as it goes in the goal, I don't fucking care.
But yeah. So I'm really not gaining any clarity on field hockey. It's a game. It's a sport with no flow. Like literally, it's designed to have no flow. Is what I've gathered from it.
Yeah, I remember we talked about it last time, and that's just I rank it below a lot of other sports, just personally.
One thing that I will say is that I feel like it's in America, at least, it's pretty rare to see field hockey played on like the surface it's supposed to be played on, which is like AstroTurf.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like way faster on AstroTurf. It's you'd be surprised at how different it is.
Interesting. Actually, I said interesting to be play. I actually really don't fucking care and don't want to talk about field hockey anymore.
Yeah, as an umbrella statement, I don't give a fuck, and let's talk about anything else.
Okay. Cold P, thank you very much for the email, and we appreciate the support. Sorry if it sounded like we're shitting on you, because we kind of are, but like,
yeah,
we didn't mean to.
Sorry if we shat on both your name and what you said, but we love you, and we appreciate you taking the time out of your life to send us an email. And please send us more emails. You can, if you want to, you can try and rectify your mistake with this field hockey sort of discussion. But more ideally, you can email us about almost anything else.
No, actually, I'm going to say it. You can email us about anything else.
No, not anything.
Anything?
Racism.
Thanks, Cold P.
Point proven. Let's go. Next thing.
All right. Next on the docket, we have red flags.
Yes, we do.
We're going to talk about some red flags, whether it's dating, whether it's friends, just anything. I also like looped in the concept of a turnoff, but like I feel like we're gonna be focusing mostly on red flags as they're a little bit different, but meh.
Yeah, we were discussing the difference before we recorded, and I think there's a marked difference. So maybe turnoffs will be like a different episode. We'll see.
Yeah, but red flags. I think I'm gonna start this one actually, because I don't feel strongly about it. I just feel like starting.
Yeah, go.
Right off the bat, a very easy one, like not even a joke answer or anything like that. Being rude to people in the service industry, whether it's like
That's the first thing I wrote down.
literally the same first thing I wrote down too, because it is whether it's a waiter or like cashier, anything that's like a customer service type deal. Everyone has the opportunity and honestly responsibility. Everyone has the opportunity and the responsibility to just be fucking normal when you talk to another human being, especially when they're like paid to help you. It's so weird to go out of that responsibility and just be fucking insane, and that like it's an almost normal thing for some people to do, and to see someone like treat someone like that is fucking beyond me.
Yeah, it's like I just don't understand. I think the root of it is like when they fuck up in some way, people will just get like irrationally angry, or like when they're not immediately pleased.
Yes, like focusing on the word irrationally. Like, there's almost no reason for it.
Yeah. Good example is I was in the airport on this past Friday, so like 4 or 5 days ago, and I went to like one of the little store thingies where they sell snacks, and I was buying a bag of chips, and the lady needed to scan it, and she did, and she tried to hand it back to me, and it kind of like fumbled and it hit the ground, and she was like apologizing profusely, and I was like, it's no problem, like I'll just pick it up, it's all good. And she was like, it sounds funny, but she was like so like grateful like for my response. And like my mom was with me because she wanted stuff too, and like she turned to my mom, was like, you know, like, you raised your son well or whatever. And I'm not trying to like boost myself, but I'm just trying to say, is it put in perspective like how shitty she must get treated by other people.
Yeah.
Like insane. Like she just dropped my fucking chips. Like who in their right mind would
drop your fucking chips, man? Honestly, I'm gonna call the whole company.
Literally just wait until it's in my hand and then let go. Like, holy shit.
Dumb bitch.
Like, I acted kind on the outside, but inside, I was winding up that fucking fist.
Yeah, I was bending down to pick up those chips, and that uppercut was going to come straight from the fucking floor, man.
Let me tell you, my mom really caught one after that.
Your mom?
I had to take it out on someone. No, but for real, who would get angry about that? Like, I just can't even fathom.
The bar is on the floor and people just don't meet it intentionally because they feel it. I get it. People just feel entitled. They just feel like that's like they're allowed to do that, and that like it's an okay thing to do.
It is
entitlement. Even though it is an insane thing to do. We don't have to dwell on it, but like it is truly an insane thing to do.
It blows my mind.
One of the biggest and most common turnoffs in people, red flags.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. It speaks for itself. It's pretty universally accepted as a red flag, except for the people that do it.
I slipped up and used the word turn off. I kind of would think of the word turn off in like a sexual sense.
Yeah.
So it's just like man, I'm like turned on. I'm ready to go. Like we're about to head out of here. Like I'm rock hard. And
bricked up in the drive-thru, and then all of a sudden she disrespects the fucking person heading the food. Boner gone.
My date who's driving just reaches out of the window into the drive-thru and punches just absolutely decks the person giving us our food. Flaccid, dude, soft.
No more roadhead.
Yeah, honestly, I'll just go into the driver's seat and drive home if I'm that turned off.
Facts. Yeah, honestly, like,
and it definitely goes the other way too. Being nice to people in the service industry, whew. I am ready to fuck right there on the floor.
I thought you were saying that being super nice to people is also a turnoff. I was like, what do I do then?
No, dude, there's a logical flow here. Clearly I'm following a flow. Unlike field hockey.
Can you say thank you to that fucking cashier girl? Turns me the fuck on.
Hey, baby, talk. I want to do some role playing in the bedroom. Like I'm gonna be.
I'm gonna be a Walmart cashier.
And you're gonna be buying something, and I want you to be really nice to me. What? You don't want like talk dirty? No. I want you to be just like, oh, my bad. Thanks. No, really, thank you. That's what I want.
Your total will be $16.39.
Yeah, I got cash. Actually, I think I have the perfect amount of change.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, so for me, I think my what? Stop looking at my.
I'm turned on, man. We just talked about this. I'm trying to
shut the fuck up. So I think my one big red flag for me is if she has a penis. Pretty big issue for me.
Tell me about that.
I just don't like penises, man.
What about yours?
It's the only one I like. And even just because I have to. Think about it, though. How many... I can't take full credit for this bit, but how many penises have you touched in your life, to your knowledge?
If I had to guess, actually, obviously mine, but like probably like maybe like my.
Just
I'm gonna say mine.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say mine.
One exactly.
Yeah.
And have you enjoyed doing that? Like when you do that, has it been good for you?
Yeah. I've generally neutral or positive.
So you generally have enjoyed all the penises you've touched.
That's true. See, this is why we need to trust science. This is why we need to trust science and data and everything.
Statistics only.
I want to run an ANOVA on the number of dicks that I've touched. I want to run an analysis of variance. I'm gonna say three-way ANOVA. Do you like the dicks you touch? And
canonically, yes.
P less than 0.05. Fucking every statistical analysis in the book. Yeah, you do. Across all states, contexts, conditions.
This leaves a lot of room for future research.
Who says we don't talk about psych on the podcast? That was a great psychology joke.
Yeah.
That was a great because every research thing usually ends with like, oh, what should future research do based off of your research? And that was a funny joke. I wanna let everyone know that was a funny joke.
Thank you. I tried. But a serious turnoff is, or serious red flag for me. I'm gonna go with someone who only talks about themselves. And doesn't know how to ask about anyone else.
It is so distinct and clear. There, I multiple like I've been on a date like that before. I know people who are like really good friends with other people in at school, and I genuinely don't like hanging out with them because even they don't see how that happens. There was one time my my friend's roommate, so like someone he hangs out with a lot, he was just like, oh, like we're going to lunch. I'm like, I actually don't want to hang out with him. He's not a fun person to hang out with. And I'm like, oh, what? Like, he's like, why do you not want to do that? I said, I'll actually go with you and show you what I'm talking about. I told him I was like,
you were that bold?
Yep.
Jesus.
I told him like, hey, like obviously you can hang out with this person, like they're a fun guy, like they're fun to hang out with, but like I personally don't like that because all they do is talk about themselves. They make every single thing about themselves. And we did it, and after we hung out, he was like, "You're right. Holy shit, they are not roommates anymore." Well, it wasn't because of that, but that was definitely something that helped. Yeah, I broke up.
It wasn't because of that at all, but no.
Anyway, now that I'm done talking about myself after I cut you off,
appreciate it.
Yeah. So there was one time when my mom,
dude, hilarious bit. Oh, that's really got him laughing. So funny, damn. That was crazy.
I built you up so hard for that other joke that you made earlier, and this is the thanks I get.
I'll build you up when you make a good joke. How about that one?
You know what? Fair. I'm behind that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like I think this is my like psychology brain talking. It's a lot of people don't realize, like there are a lot of people that nice loud sound, appreciate that one. Like there are people that I know that are good people and I know that they care about me, they just don't even know. Like, they don't even realize what's going on. Like, it's not because they think to ask about other people and they're like, no, instead I'm only going to talk about myself. It's because it doesn't even cross their mind to ask.
That's what I think the real red flag is. It's not actually that they're not asking, but it shows that they don't have the presence of mind to understand that that's like a weird and like not cool thing to do.
Yeah.
That like it's like it's self-centered. It's like all these other bad things that it doesn't even cross their mind as that's a possible thing.
It bothers me when it's at the point of like I bring something up,
yep,
and they're like, yeah, and then they bring up something that's similar, and then just go on and on about their own thing when it's something I brought up.
Yeah.
So like I was planning on expanding on it because it was my point, but instead they take the opportunity to expand on their own thing.
Yeah.
That's the related thing.
Then they'll like bring it to another conversation, and they don't even have the presence of mind to realize that like it came up because you talked about it. And it also shows that like they don't really care about what you're saying that much.
Yeah. And then I just check out of the conversation because like,
yeah, like I know a lot of people like that, and I'm friends with them, like I'll hang out with them, but like you always know. Yeah,
immediately, and then you're just like, I'm way better than you in every single way.
Yeah,
just in like, you are like the anti-me, and I'm like the best person.
The negative Aaron.
the anti-Aaron. The Nora?
Oh. No. No. It would be Naren, right?
You just malfunctioned.
I really did. I really did. Because I was like, yeah, no, that's perfect because like your name. And then I was like, but Aura is not Aaron's name. So adding the N wouldn't make it.
But Nora is my name backwards.
Oh. I thought we were taking the N from negative.
No.
Nalix.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Nalix.
What else do I have?
What would be the biggest quality of the Nalix?
A nice person who
huge dick.
The perfect man, really. Nice, caring, ginormous penis. Like
Confident, good at sex.
Has sex.
Girls like him.
Anyone likes him.
Damn.
Maybe I'm
Facts.
maybe I'm the anti-Alex.
Parents love him. Is successful.
Has bitches. Yes. Okay. So anti-Alex is the perfect man.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sounds good.
Something else I had.
So I think we are the alternate universe for you.
True. Then what's the anti-Aaron like?
That's a good question. Definitely doesn't like to fuck dogs.
Is indifferent about having sex with animals. Like doesn't really have an opinion. Doesn't really
has morals.
Man, that
likes everyone equally.
That doesn't fuck dogs thing came out really quick. That was almost instant. Let me rephrase that. There was a moment of silence, and you looked like you were thinking, but then it came out really quick after that. That leads me to believe that you were thinking about that immediately and waited to make it seem like you were thinking, but you actually were thinking about it and were just trying to give it a little bit of...
I'm not that clever. I just think of fucked up things real fast.
But if you were clever, I feel like that's exactly what you would say, you know? I feel like you were just like, oh, he can't know about the dogs. Oh, what if I wait? Okay, 3, 2, okay. Doesn't fuck dogs, right?
Alexander fucking Freud over here.
How's your relationship with your mom? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Definitely not sex.
Motherfucker.
Nice.
Okay. Another red flag.
Bo Burnham line, Oedipus was the first motherfucker.
Yes, that is
great.
I don't think Bo Burnham came up with that, but it's still
it's where I heard it
pretty
first.
famous delivery. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool line. I like it.
People who make astrology their fucking personality. You can be into astrology. You could be into that stuff. It's like fun. It's like a fun like nerdy thing, or like that you can be into. That's fine. You don't have to hate on everyone's thing. But if you are like outward and just like you're such a fucking Gemini, it's just like fuck you. Like you have no fucking idea what's going on.
If I were to go on a date
Mhm.
and star sign was one of the first 5 questions asked,
Ooh.
that date will end very soon.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And but like there is a line that I feel like it could be asked about and just like as like, hey, like this is something I'm into. It's like, oh yeah, whatever. But if they make it like the only fucking thing they talk about, like if that conversation lasts more than like a minute, maybe 2 minutes, like that's like the actual red flag. Like it could be. It's more likely that it's bad, though. You're right. Never mind. I take it all back.
Good. I'm glad. Just my staring made you backtrack completely. I'm very powerful that way. But like, I think there is a line because, like, the girl I'm talking to right now, she like mentions it every now and then, and like sometimes we'll look at like the horoscope thing or whatever and be like, no, it's crazy how it kind of lines up with what's actually going on.
That's fine. Like, that's fine.
Yeah, but it's not like, oh, I'm sorry, I was acting like a total motherfucker. It was just because Uranus was in retrograde and I fucking...
and I fucked your dog. Sorry, I fucked your dog. I'm just like such a Gemini, and like I didn't do my homework, and like Jupiter was I don't know, like in the Milky Way somewhere, and so that's why that happened. No, Jenny, you did that because you're a bitch, and I hate you. Fuck you. Don't blame the stars for your stupid actions. Also, I crashed your car.
You fucked my grandpa, Jennifer. All right? There's no star sign that could explain that.
The secret 13th house, Jennifer.
I'm just imagining, fuck, I don't remember I should remember who the president was then. Never mind, I can't remember the presidents. I'm not going to go there.
Okay. Was it Washington?
No.
Was it Lyndon B. Johnson?
Who was the president in... Oh, maybe it was... Who was the president in 1945?
That's a great question. Honestly, it could have been Lyndon B. Johnson. I was just saying that as a joke.
Let's pretend it was Lyndon B. Johnson.
Okay.
Oh, my bad, guys, for dropping bombs on Japan. I'm just such a Pisces.
I believe that was Truman.
Sure.
Because it was like the Truman Doctrine and
yeah,
everything.
True, man.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll go Truman.
If we're wrong,
what was his star sign? What was Truman? Maybe that will explain it.
I mean, we can find out Truman's star sign. It would be pretty easy. You can just look up his birthday and.
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
If you guys know President Truman's star sign, you can email us whoaskcast@gmail.com.
No, they won't have to. I'm looking it up.
If you know any of the president's star signs, if you have any, if you want to talk about anything, especially star sign related, not field hockey related, honestly, we're over that. You can email us whoaskcast@gmail.com. As I stall for.
Okay, he was born on May 8th.
Okay.
Now we have to find
he
the
strikes
dates
me as
for
like
star signs.
such a Virgo.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I really don't.
What's my star sign? Okay, here we go.
What is it?
Oh, come on. Ivy Rose Holistic. I trust these people. What was it? Early May?
Mm-hmm.
He's a Taurus.
Damn. That was close.
All right, what's the characteristics of a Taurus?
Taurus, it's like the bull, so it's like, I don't know, he's usually like hard-headed. I think it's a earth sign, question mark? Taurus, I think it's supposed to be like hard-headed,
They are graceful and diligent laborers. They can be stubborn, bullheaded, and set in their ways. Yeah, okay, it makes sense. Once he decided he was dropping that bomb. There was no change in his mind. He's stubborn.
Aaron, this is a red flag. We've now been talking about this for too long. We've been looking up president's star signs.
There's definitely someone who's like ranked the presidents based on their astrology like profiles.
Absolutely.
I wonder who's first.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to say that it's John Quincy Adams.
There's no comedy in that. It was totally random. I don't know how to handle this.
Well,
all right. So my next red flag. Actually, is it your fault or no? Because we were talking about the astrology and that was you.
Yeah.
For me, a red flag is someone from China or Canada or Switzerland or Denmark or Peru or Morocco or Turkey or Albania.
Oh, you
or
fucking
Vietnam.
numbnuts. Ha ha ha, hardy har. Red flags. Very funny. You think you're so fucking funny.
It took you so long to figure it out.
I'm not gonna lie, I checked out for like half a second, and then like I came back in at Morocco, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
You were like classic Aaron listing countries that he hates.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt like nothing had hit the red flag switch in my brain yet. Like you had been listening.
Nothing had raised the red flag for you.
That red flag was at half mast. Like there was no cause for alarm yet as you started listing countries, and then you kept listing more countries, and I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? I should probably tune back in.
What if it was just like a really specific list of countries I don't like that aren't related to each other in any like obvious way?
I find out now that Aaron is racist. I find out today after decades of knowing this person. I found out now halfway through a red flag list.
It's not racist. It's more like very specific nationalities that have nothing to do with each other.
Oh yeah, like national. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, as long as we're on the same page.
Yeah. But in case anyone didn't pick it up, the joke is that these countries' flags are red.
If you didn't pick that up until Alex said, I don't know what the fuck you're doing in.
Hey man, I also learned this about you 30 minutes ago, that you're a flags person.
No,
hey, newsflash, buddy. Not everyone is a flags person.
No.
Like if I was able to intuit that from Switzerland and China, but I don't know any of the other fucking flags. I don't know what the...
Damn. I wouldn't say like I'm particularly into flags. What I would say is I've played a bunch of 2 video games that familiarize you with flags quite a bit. Those 2 games being FIFA and GeoGuessr.
Right. Guess what? FIFA and GeoGuessr are like not like the premier things that everyone does in order to familiarize themselves with flags.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't like, oh, I'm so glad I'm playing FIFA so I can learn my flags better. Like,
this is gonna make one really funny bit for half a second in like 10 years.
Yeah, let me spend like thousands of hours playing FIFA just so I have a decent knowledge of flags. No.
You're right, man. I'm fucking crazy. I'm sorry I brought that up.
I'm saying that's my point, is that I'm not like specifically looking for flag knowledge. I just happen to have a fair amount of it. Anyway.
I get it.
Anyway, real red flag.
China.
I mean, yeah, it's a real red flag. It's
got
got some nice stars on it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I could do some real flag rankings if we wanted to.
No.
All right, word.
All right, how about you want to do?
I have a real one.
Okay.
My fucking fridge is open downstairs. I heard the beep.
I promise you that no one can hear that.
I know, but it just like set off an alarm bell in my head. I was like, fuck the fridge.
I love how the fridge, like multiple rooms away, another floor down, was something that like stopped you in your tracks to be like, what's going on, for just half a second. But you listing red flags as countries didn't like trigger in my mind that like something weird was going on. 2
totally different levels of cognitive function just being displayed. Alex fucking brain dead, basically. I'm here on high alert. Anyway, next red flag. Somebody who will not or doesn't know how to like maturely communicate emotions.
Oh, yeah.
Someone who will just like act a certain way towards you and expect you to figure out how they're feeling.
Yep.
Or just like will stop talking to you or like ignore you. Any range of things that isn't just telling you how they feel.
Yep. Little close to home, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. My bad.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Damn. I should have thought about that one more, maybe just a little bit.
No, it's fine. But like, hey, it's 100% true. Those kinds of people are just not mature enough to be able to like handle the most basic process of a relationship, which is communication.
Dude, so many things are fucking like, so many problems can present themselves in certain ways, but at the end of the day, it's just a communication problem.
Yeah,
it's fucking insane.
Absolutely, it's so weird. Honestly, I was in a psychology of well-being class last semester, and we talked about cognitive distortions, which are basically like things that like ways of thinking that some people have that like develop over time that are like are not representative of what reality is. Like the way that you're thinking and perceiving reality is not the way that reality actually is like occurring.
Like perception is reality.
Basically. Yes, exactly. But like they're so like maladaptive that they like hurt the way that you think, and you think in a very like unhelpful way. And there's like a bunch of cognitive distortions. One of those is basically mind reader, which is like, oh, this person just knows what I'm talking about all the time, so I don't need to say anything. And so that is like, it is not only like being unable to communicate and just assuming that someone can read your mind is not only a bad way to have a relationship, but is literally a like it psychologically like research defined cognitive distortion.
He's trying to say if you do that, you're fucking psycho.
Yeah, no, literally. Like, okay, well, yeah, you know what? No, you're fucking insane. You should be locked up. Fuck you.
Whoa. Okay, damn, that's a little sexual.
No, I meant like
chained up. I mean, oh, you meant like if you're unstable, you should get chained up sexually.
You probably like it, you bitch.
Yeah, you fucking psycho. Like getting fucking tied up with the leather and the... I'm gonna stop. Okay.
You know what? There's a funny parallel here where you just assumed that you could read my mind and be like, yeah, that's what he meant by locked up. Not
I
go to jail.
I knew what you meant, but I chose my own path.
Yeah? How do you feel?
I feel pretty good.
I'm gonna let you stew in that for a while. I'm gonna check back in on you.
Okay. But yeah, if a person can't talk to me about how they're feeling, I'm not really that interested in like pursuing any sort of relationship with that person.
'Cause like
friendship or otherwise.
True. Yeah, even friendships. It's so indicative of like even down the road when like logistical choices need to be made, like say you go on a trip with this person, or if it's like a relationship, you move in with that person. There are so many things that simply must be discussed that you can't just assume about beforehand, and then it becomes a problem later.
Yeah. If I ever have to be like, I think this person's mad at me, but I'm not sure. Hate playing that game.
Yeah, and like if you can't even trust the person enough to be able to like be like, hey, I don't know where your head's at in this. Can we talk about this?
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad thing too. Yeah.
I never want to be like, I know that I killed Alex's dog and fucked his mom, but I don't understand. I think he's maybe upset at me, but he just won't tell me.
See, in that case, I would want you to talk to me. I would want you to like check in with me and not just assume, you know? Because then you'll check in and I'll be like, it's fine, don't worry about it, but like I appreciate that you are like communicating effectively and everything. I never liked that dog. Hell, I fucked that dog. But
I didn't fuck your dog. I fucked your mom.
You what?
I've been meaning to tell you this for a long time.
Aaron, there's something I need to tell you too. You know your cat, Griffin, the blind one?
No way you've been fucking my cat too. No, we can't do this. This is so fucking strange. I can't even. For some reason,
oh my God. Wait.
Just,
this actually reminds me of something completely different.
I'm very scared to find out where this is going.
It's not that bad. My dad was on a Zoom catch-up call with his family the other day, and I was on it too. But then I left. After I left, my my family was asking my dad about me and everything, and he's like, "Oh, he has this podcast." And it's like, you guys should go check it out. And he was like, you know, they say some choice words and, you know, might not be for everyone, which I was happy that he said that.
Yes, that's at the very minimon what someone should say.
The bare minimum. I'm very happy he did that. What I didn't know was that after I was like, oh, okay, that's not that bad. Was that after it was on his mind about the podcast, because he doesn't really listen to it. Most people don't. It's completely fine. We don't expect them to. But what mortified me was that he told me that he was listening in the car with my mom at random episodes.
That is such a dangerous game.
And he was like, oh, it was so funny. You were talking with your friend Allie about chicken nuggets, a chicken nugget sympathizer. And the sigh of relief that I had after that was like, oh, thank God. That could have been so much worse. That could have been
way worse.
That could have been apocalyptic world ending. Like My dad, if he didn't like it, would probably just turn it off and just be like, "Yeah, that's not my vibe. I'll probably talk to him later." But like, it wouldn't have been that bad. But like, fucking Russian roulette at the Spotify board, with Russian roulette's not with darts, like Russian roulette with my mom and like any of our episodes, I was mortified. That's something like the fucking goat fucking episode where we also talked about 9/11, the same episode. That could have been really bad.
What's the big deal? What's the problem?
You're right. Actually, I'm gonna go binge our own podcast with my mom when I get back. You're right.
See, I it would be uncomfortable, but I could do it with my parents.
No, it literally couldn't happen.
And I could watch the podcast.
My dad. I couldn't do that either. I couldn't do, but you know what? Good on you. Good on that's a hey. That's
just for the joke.
Flag.
Just for the just for the joke. To be abundantly clear,
we do not fuck animals. We do not.
No incest. Mm-hmm. Big anti-incest people over here.
Hey, if you're not anti-incest, there's only one other side. Don't look at me longingly like that. What are you, my brother?
Step brother.
It
took me a second to figure out where you were going with that for some reason. It didn't click immediately. I have one more, but it's your turn. So
you can just go for it. I don't really.
You don't have anything?
I have something small. It'll be very quick. It's
this one.
I have friends over for dinner a lot at school.
Yeah, and
like not naming names or anything, but there's sometimes this happens, and this is like a thing that happens with some people just generally too. It is, I'll have people over and they might not finish their food. Not a big deal. No big deal. Takes their napkin and mostly finished food, but still food in it, right in the sink. Like all that shit in the sink. And it's just like, wow, it is the bare, like I'm inviting you over. You're not paying for anything. You're not like doing anything. And like, I just want to hang out with you. You have truly one responsibility, and it is to not be fucking weird, you know? It's just not be weird. And one of those weird things is throwing food in the sink, which is a red flag because it is indicative that this person doesn't do dishes. That probably has not done a dish in their life. Yeah. Because it is easy, like step 1, step 2 of just like, oh, the person that has to clean this is going to have to go back and throw all this food out because more plates are going to come in. It's going to get wet and gross in there. And it's just like, you clearly don't wash dishes. And if you don't know how to wash a dish or like that's a weird thing, you're like probably like a really not cool person.
Yeah, that actually, that's like a smaller part of something that I wrote down, which is similar, which is like someone who doesn't know how to do stuff on their own and won't try. So like
laundry, cleaning, all this. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, I will say like, I'm someone who grew up where I was fortunate enough to not have to do a lot of stuff around the house. But now that I live in my own apartment, I do that shit because it's my, like, if I make a dish dirty, I clean my dishes or like I do my, like, there's a difference between not having done that stuff and being like, okay, now that I'm alone, like, I'm going to do it.
You know, but like we're adults.
Yeah. Or like not having done it at home and being like, I don't know how to do it. What the fuck? I'm going to do everything I can to just not do this stuff that I never learned how to do. Like, that's the attitude I'm really getting at.
My friend at school, he's roommates with a senior, a full adult senior, meaning like they've lived at school for 4 years at least. All this shit going on. Asked him how to make pasta. Like, didn't know how to do it. And my friend was just like, okay, very, very simple. Put water on the stove, you boil it, you throw the stuff in, and just like mix it around for like 10 minutes, drain it. That's it. He was like, I don't get it. And needed my friend to sit there with him all 10 minutes. And while it was boiling too, and explain to him. And he still didn't get it. He like sat down, he like went to go do something else. He also didn't know how to do his laundry, like to this point, which was crazy as well.
Just Google it, bro.
I know. It was just like, it was...
Don't ask anyone at that point. At that age, Google it.
At that age, it's too late.
Yeah. I wouldn't be asking anyone things like that.
Hire a maid. Hire someone to do it for you. At that point, it is truly too late. Like you don't want people who you want to respect you. Mm-hmm. You don't want those people to know you can't do those things. Yeah. Yeah.
You really don't.
Because now a lot of people know you can't do those things.
And respect, gone.
Absolutely. Yeah.
No longer respect. If you can't fucking figure out how to do pasta, even after
trying,
even after someone explains it to you,
yep,
you're gone.
No, you're
fucking
too
out
far
of here.
gone.
Holy shit, man!
Right through
you
jail.
deserve to be chained up.
All right, I'll check back in. How do you feel about that joke?
I'm into it still.
You know what? Good.
Well, not like some other people, but
This dude's got jokes. This dude's got jokes. Oh, you like that? Tell me that you don't know how to do pasta.
Do pasta. Yo, you want to do some pasta?
Yeah, I got work tomorrow. I'll do 2 lines of pasta. Yeah, sure, fuck it. We got No, I can't do anything past fettuccine.
You free later? Me and my boys are doing some pasta. You might want to get in on that.
I did like rotini in college, but like I don't feel comfortable around that stuff, man.
You see, ziti's more of a body high. Whereas lasagna is kind of more in your head, you know what I mean?
If anything, lasagna is a body high. If anything. If we're going to make this joke, I would at least like to establish rules in this universe.
Sorry, by lasagna I meant baked ziti. That's a callback.
That's a throwback. Fuck you.
Anyway, I was just picking random pastas. Speaking of pasta, my last one that I want to talk about.
Okay.
People who don't like Italian food.
Yeah, it's. I don't think I've ever met anyone that was like that. Like they were advocate and like vocal that they don't like Italian food.
And if I did, I would never talk to that person ever again. I'm dead serious.
I see you.
I'm dead serious.
You leaned up in your chair and you're it's really intense right now.
I could eat Italian food 7 days a week.
I'll eat an Italian person, man. I swear to God. I am dedicated to the cause.
We're talking about not enjoying other penises. If I were to enjoy one, it would probably be Italian.
If someone like got mad at me and was just like, "Hey, eat a dick," I'd be like,
I'd probably be searching for an Italian one, maybe half Italian, half Filipino.
Wait a minute, that's me. Not a woman though.
Is your brother around? That was chaotic.
Pasta, drugs, and sex was fine. This is chaotic.
It was chaotic in a different way,
right?
But yeah, I seriously love Italian food.
Yeah, no, it's
a lot. No, like it's my favorite food by far.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone who expresses any sort of distaste shall be removed from my life.
Put that motherfucker in the ground.
Seriously,
there are gonna be 2 sounds. The first sound is gonna be them being like, "Nah, pasta's fine, but like I'd rather anything else." Second sound, them hitting the floor.
Yeah, that's it. They've taken their last breath. I hope they're happy because you've disrespected the Holy Covenant.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. I can't think of a single person that wouldn't like any type of Italian food.
How could you not? It's basic.
It's that. I mean, that's what it is. It's such a like, and it has the potential to be like more complex too. Like really, like fancy dishes can be Italian. Really, like simple dishes can be Italian. So like, there's such a wide range. You're right. It would be a red flag because it probably means they're a really picky eater, and picky eaters by that regard are red flag.
Yeah, that's where I was really going, and not just specifically Italian food.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't like pizza? Even if you don't like cheese, there's
I was gonna say
you
might be like lactose intolerant. You might be like
even
gluten free.
Like, there's
and then like gluten free pizza might not be very tasty.
One of my best friend at school is gluten free, and he loves gluten free pizza.
I feel like you said that like no. Like my best friend is gluten free. Like it's okay. I can talk about this.
I'm just saying it's not an excuse.
I can say the gluten word.
The G word. Is there any other like G word?
Gonorrhea.
You just
girl. Final answer. Girl.
Gay.
That was pretty easy. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that's so that's where I stand on Italian food. Very strong stance.
Cool.
And I will always, always, always support that stance. I will never back down from that.
Nice. What if the Italians like committed like war atrocities or something, and it like specifically had to do with like their food?
What? What the fuck would that be?
I don't know. You can tell us. whoaskcast@gmail.com. Tell us some violation of the Geneva Convention involving food that the Italians could do that Aaron would not vibe with. You can email us whoaskcast@gmail.com.
If the Italians like imprisoned people with celiacs and then forced them to eat their food that wasn't gluten free.
I was thinking taking like taking war prisoners and then like trapping them in like spaghetti.
That'd be sick, man. I'd be like, I mean, yeah, I'm trapped, but at least I won't go hungry.
You know what? True. No, that's kind of hype.
Yeah.
What if it's like so much spaghetti? Like no water. Like, you don't get a drink. You can't like see your family. It's just like
to entail that like a certain level of spaghetti is cool, but there's a threshold of spaghetti that's just too much.
Is there a threshold of spaghetti that's too much?
I'll just stop eating when I'm not hungry.
Yeah, okay, nope, that checks out.
Except if there's no sauce, then it's pretty ass. I'll be like, can you at least throw me some like Alfredo sauce or some shit?
Yo, can we change it up here? This marinara is not really doing it for me anymore. Ooh, roasted garlic. Okay, I can work with this.
That's like they're like punishments like you will be forced to be in spaghetti forever. Yes, but no sauce. Fuck.
Mr. Maroney, you have killed. We have. I'm gonna cut that part. Mr. Insert Italian last name here. We have convicted you of killing 30 innocent women and children.
Mamma mia.
It's Mario. Mario's on trial. Mr. Mario Jumpman Mario, we have evidence. We have firm evidence beyond a reasonable doubt. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Beyond a reasonable doubt that you have killed all these people, that you've burned this orphanage down, and you like punch me in the balls personally. And that's bad.
The judge said it exactly like that.
Yep.
And you, what else could I make up? You fucking punch me in the balls.
Yeah, we have sufficient evidence, and we're gonna have to. The jury has deliberated. Your punishment is 100 years, actually 200 years. Jail. I mean, in prison. It's not that bad. No, it's not prison. It's spaghetti prison.
Do I get the sauce?
The jury did not decide that. The jury's actually going to go back in and they're already coming out.
Please, I need the sauce.
Yes, but it's only going to be Alfredo sauce.
Fuck. It's better than no sauce, I guess. Thank you, Your Honor, for your kindness and your lenience.
You only punch me in one ball. If you got both of them, it would be butter.
No salt?
No salt. No, salted butter. Salted butter pasta.
Salted butter's better than unsalted.
How much salted butter have you had?
A fair amount.
Salted butter's. I don't like salted butter.
What?
Yeah. No, I go grocery shopping a lot, and I tried to get the different things to see like actually what works, and like I know unsalted butter is like the more popular thing. So I tried salted butter one time and I was like, wow, this fucking sucks. I was eating fucking like toast with salted butter and I was like, this hurts. Like there's too much salt here.
I disagree. I like it.
Really?
Yeah. It just adds an extra little bit for me. I don't know. I enjoy it. I use it for everything.
It really turns me on.
Except for baking. Actually, wait. Maybe for baking. I don't remember. We're good. I think we're good to go.
Yeah, I think we're good to go.
To be honest.
I can't believe we talked about this for this long.
Yeah. Hey, when you make the magic happen,
mm-hmm.
anything's possible. So we have an Instagram. We have a TikTok at Who Asked Cast. We have a YouTube channel, Who Asked ? Where you can see us do all this dumb shit on video. We have a website, whoaskedpodcast.podbean.com, where you can see all the links to our socials. And all of the episodes that we have ever uploaded.
And if you have any topic, anything you want to talk about with us, anything you want us to talk about on the podcast, if you want your email read like Cole P, you can. I'm sorry, cold pee.
Thank you for enunciating the D.
I'm sorry. I'll say it's full.
Not the first time I've said that.
Coleslaw urination. You can email us whoaskcast@gmail.com and we'll read it out. Yeah. All right. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.